Anyway, we are going to be looking at the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, and this card came with it. This was an indie deck that was supposedly all sold out, but then I read that she had a few left and she was going to open up for those sales, just a very short, maybe I think it was a 2 or 3 hour period one day in the early afternoon. I think it was supposed to be morning, but then it was switched to early afternoon. And I was lucky enough to get it. So I thought I'd share this with you today. So this is The Light Seers by Chris Ann. It says A Journey of Shadows and Sunshine. So let's see, it's a nice box, very sturdy box. Oh, here, and it says, and into the gray we follow like 1,000 flickering stars, and there in the sunlit hollow we lose and find what is ours. Dear light and shadow seer, may this deck help you to find what is yours. Love, Chris Ann. Chris Ann, yeah, Chris Ann. Okay, so now what do we have here? We have a, oh wow, nice big book. Huh? The Light Seers Tarot. See if I could hold it up so that everybody can see it. Well, here, and this is her very first tarot deck. And she created this with the intent of it being a healing deck. One that pulled from the Rider-Waite-Smith tradition, but that also incorporated some thought wisdom. And then she goes on to explain more what her goals were. But majorly, she said she wanted to create a happy deck. Wow. So she says, start by choosing your light and shadow cards, flipping through the deck with the intention to see each card and feel its unique intent. Oh. Wow, okay, I'm going to have to do this like tomorrow because this is like homework. And this talks about shuffling the deck, journaling. Yes, I did get a journal. It just arrived today. In fact, I covered it on the video I did earlier. And then she has different spreads here for deepening connections, Lightworker illumination spread, card spreads. Let's see what else is here. Soul joy spread, calling in love spread. And then she did major arcana. Let's see. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the book, but okay. So she has pictures of all the cards, shows the key concept and the shadow seer. So I guess it's sort of like reverse uprights and reversals. Yeah, so she gives a lot of information on the cards. Well, this is a book I will definitely have to read because it isn't just straight Rider-Waite. Very nice. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I like how the box is solid, and it's a heavy box. It's a really good box. And the cards don't go sliding back and forth. And there's some pictures, and a picture of Chris Ann Donnelly. Talks about herself. Okay, so let me see. Let's just slide off here. I think it will. I'll have my knife to cut it because I don't want to be forcing it. I always have my knife ready when I get packages. Okay. I like these card backs. Very pretty, very elegant, nice. Very simple. And matching the box too. Really pretty. So now, how is this done? Oh, I guess we're going to go this way. Ooh. Ooh, I like the edging. The edging, lovely color edging, matching the cards. Oh, these cards. They've got like that lovely rose petal finish that people talk about. Oh wow, and these are thick cards. These are very sturdy, really high quality cardstock. So we have here the Fool. Beautiful card. I love how she's teeter-tottering over the water there. Gorgeous card. I think some of these are going to be sticking together. I'm going to have to kind of do that to try to get them separated. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we have the Magician. I'm just looking to make sure everybody can see this. Yeah. I love the colors in these cards. Wow. You really get drawn into that image. High Priestess. She looks like she's meditating, going within. Oh, no, she's not. It's funny, when I first look, you know, it's strange. When I looked at this at first, it looked like her eyes were closed, and when I looked again, her eyes were open. I don't know if it's meant to be that way, or I'm just seeing it. Very, very strange. They keep looking like they're open or closed. I wonder if that's done intentionally, or I'm just seeing some interesting things. Okay, so now we have here the Empress. I keep, you know, the cards are thick, so I keep thinking that maybe they... Well, I'm back, and I hope that it's working now, but suddenly my camera told me that my built-in memory was full, so I had to go and erase a few videos. So we're back on, and I hope it's working now. Okay, we're looking now at the Empress card. Very beautiful card. Wow. I love her artwork, and I love that the cards are trimmed. And the Emperor. You know, and her figures are all inclusive. You know, she just doesn't have one age, one color, one race. She just has, you know, she's incorporating so many different things already I can see in the cards, which is wonderful. So we have a beautiful Emperor here. He's looking very relaxed. You know, someone is, I'm in control of my world, I'm fine. Okay. And I gather that this is the Hierophant, because it says Keeper of the Sacred. And I love that. You know, it's like the stairs to enlightenment there. Keeper of the Sacred. And she said she wants this to be a happy deck, and you can see the joy in this card. Beautiful Lovers. Wow. Look how her hair is just movement. Gorgeous, gorgeous death. I have the Chariot. It's interesting. It's a funny. It's a some. I don't know. It's not a chariot, but it's a carriage of sorts. But again, it's the black and the white horses. Oh, look at this Strength card. Oh my goodness. Isn't that sweet? Oh, oh my goodness. And there's something going on with, look, half of her is like a lioness. Look at that. That's like a half of a lion's face there. And there. And the strength, it's almost implying like your strength lies in your gentleness. That's beautiful. I love the hermit. Yeah, he's on his mystical path and he's levitating. Of course, you know, he's probably a Hindu in the mountains. in the Himalayas. And he's out of his cave and he's just levitating. I love it. Oh, yeah. He left his lantern. He didn't need it. He's creating his own light. Very symbolic. Okay. And we have the wheel. I know that yoga stance. When my legs and hips were all mine without metal, putting them together, I used to do that. Oh, lovely. A lovely Justice card. And I love her reflection in the water. Beautiful. And we have the Hanged Man. That's a very different but really lovely hangman. And it's a hanged woman, I imagine, from what I can see here. The Hanged Man. I can't get over the colors. I love the tones, of the green tone she uses. And look at the Death card. And it almost implies to me that with death is the loss of something, but it opens the way to more light and something else waiting for you. I love that. Okay. And we have Temperance here. Beautiful, beautiful. And we have the Devil. I like the fact that he's not made to look like super evil, which is so easy. I mean, sometimes those are good, they really make the point. But sometimes evil can be dressed in something that doesn't look as evil as you think it would look, It's very, very nice. Oh, wow, look at this Tower card. Oh my, that is gorgeous. Wow. Oh, wow. That one gives me chills and goosebumps all at the same time. We have the star here. Beautiful star. And I love that pale mauve, almost a grayishy mauve there. Her color selection is superb. And the moon. So often the dogs are down here, but she has them up here, which is lovely. And she has her under the water. This is such a beautiful, beautiful deck. And the sun, wow. It's stunning. I mean, when I just looked at that card, just the brightness of it took me back. Great sun card. It's like all the power of the sun is in that card. We have Judgment. And I love it. The symbolisms are great. There she is with her light body rising up. The world. And again, the happiness on her face gives you an indication of, I've got the whole world in my hands, right? And then she's got the rainbows on her skirt. This is definitely a happy deck, but I'm waiting because there's also some things about shadow work in here, so there might be some cards here that have more of the shadow work. The Ace of Wands. Wow, just beautiful. It's going to be fun reading this book. And we have the Two of Wands. And it's interesting how she incorporated some of the things from the regular Rider-Waite with the globe and looking out with expectation of what she's working for and hopes to get. And the Three of Wands, it's interesting that he's a surfer, right? It's like, hey, I've studied, I know how to surf, I'm just waiting for my wave to come in so I can take my ride. I love, again, that muted tone. It's like, it's a brown, but with lavender undertones in a brown. Lavender reddish undertones. Just gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Well, this is going to be a beautiful deck to use. And we have the Four of Wands. Again, celebrating joyously. Party time. And the Five of Wands. I always see this card, I think, where do you go, George? Where do you go? Where do you go? It's like nobody knows what anybody else is doing, and they're definitely not in unison. And in some cards, they're downright fighting. In other cards, they just look very confused. And the Six of Wands. And again, she's not on a horse, but then there is the wreath showing that I'm coming and announcing victory. And we have the Seven of Wands. Sometimes the card seems so thick I want to check and see if it's a double. Yeah, this time it is double. Okay, you have the Seven of Wands here. Again, in her cross-leg yoga posture. And the Eight of Wands. Now that's a different take. Instead of them all coming in at this level, they're all converging, coming in very fast and converging. I should be turning these upside down, shouldn't I? Okay. We have the Nine of Wands. No, they don't have her with a... yeah. I was thinking about something else here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm confusing it with another card. Yeah. And the Ten of Wands. Again, it's she has help to carry her burden. So she's not carrying it all on her own. But she, she may have packed more than she thought she could handle, or maybe she thought she had enough to handle. But as she's walking, even with the help of what looks like an oxen, it may be more than she had thought she would have to deal with there. And then we have the Page of Wands. Wow, she almost looks like she's twirling a baton there. I cannot tell you how much I love these cards. And there's a Knight of Wands. And again, she's not riding the horse, but you can see the horse is ready to go. The Queen of Wands. I love all the candles, and then creating the fire in her hand. And the King of Wands. Interesting. Wow. You have the King of the Jungle and the King of Wands together. Wow. Now we get into the cups. Ace of Cups. I know I'm taking time, but this is my first time holding these cards and looking at them myself. So I'll try to go a little bit faster. I have the Two of Cups. And I love the hands joining, like lovers, partnership lovers. It's just beautiful. I'm so glad I got this deck. Huh. And the Three of Cups, again, friends celebrating. Yeah, she is coming out with an indie of this. I think U.S. Games, if I'm not mistaken, it's U.S. Games, or one of the commercial people, I think it was U.S. Games, is coming out with a mass market deck, but the card quality is not going to be the same, and I'm not sure if the cards will be the same. But there will be a mass market version of this. And there's the Four of Cups. If I was going to say, oh, I don't see a hand coming out to offer her a cup that she's rejecting, but yes, there is a hand down here. There is a hand down here offering a cup. And it looks like she's reluctantly accepting it. You know, she's looking off to distance, like she's disinterested in it. But okay, I guess you're handing it to me, I might take it. That's interesting. Very different take on it. And then we have the Five of Cups. So I'm seeing 3 spill down here and then 2 here, okay. I keep mentioning the colors because these colors just are blowing me away. Amazing. Now we have the Six of Cups. And I love the dogs. I love seeing dogs and kitty cats and all the animals in the decks. And it's a wonderful contemporary deck. And it's beautiful. And I think there's a lot to see in the cards. We have the Seven of Cups here. And look, there's a snake here. Ladder. Another ladder. Eight of Cups. And it's funny, they have an Eight of Cups, but they're only showing a cup. And she's not even looking at the cup, it's behind her. Wow, I definitely have to read this book. Nine of Cups. Yeah, someone's done the work and saying, yeah, I did the work. Made the money, have my jewels. 10 of Cups. I like that. I think of happy wife, happy life, right? The kids are happy, wife looks happy, life is good. We have the Page of Cups. Okay, so we have a winged pig. And he's getting bombarded with some kind of energy into his heart chakra there. Some kind of emotions going on. And we have the Knight of Cups. And he's obviously coming with a proposition with the flowers, right? And a note. So, looks like it might be a proposal. And from the flowers, I would think they're implying that it's a romantic proposal, a romantic message. Queen of Cups. Wow. I can't tell, but it almost looks like a little fish on her pendant there. And the King of Cups. Yes, because he's also wearing a fish. Yeah. And there's a starfish. I can't tell if that's it looks like a crab. Some kind of a crab. And the Ace of Swords. Wow. It's funny. She talks about the shadow work, but I'm not feeling anything so dark here so much. You know, I think maybe the Two of Swords might be that, making, you know, where it's two different directions because of the crows. But crows are usually messengers, so I don't see that being shadow work. But I may not know what shadow work really is, so I should probably just keep quiet until I understand it better. And then the Three of Swords, which is more like the classic Three of Swords with the pierced heart. Now that one certainly implies discomfort or pain of one type or another. Yeah, that's the first card I've felt that kind of emotion. And then you have the Four of Swords, which is lovely. She just curled up, trying to recharge and relax. We have the Five of Swords. And it's interesting, so they use the crows as the swords. And so someone in the distance may imply the fighting. There's red here that might display some blood being shed. Don't know. As I said, I'll have to read the deck, read the card, read the book. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. Yep. And she's got her luggage, and they're taking her to a new journey, away from her old journey. Wow. Seven of Swords. Yeah, he's stalking away. He's got a knife in his hand. Isn't that the spy card usually, Seven of Swords? So he's skulking away in the night with whatever he's taken. And the Eight of Swords. Interesting that there's, let's see. Now, does this imply what we sometimes think of as the Eight of Swords, that even though you are bound, there is a way out? And maybe the other figure there is her, showing her a way out? Beautiful. And the Nine of Swords. And it's pretty much Rider-Waite in that it's showing sort of like a bad dream, or, and it looks like there are poles there that could almost be the swords that sometimes you see with the Rider-Waite imagery, but you still have the crows. And then you have the Ten of Swords. Wow. Well, I'm glad they don't show her being stabbed. The Ten of Swords always makes me cringe. I know it doesn't necessarily mean death, but it just, you know, violent things just bother me too much, I think. Page of Swords. I love that. I'm coming with a message. I'm lighting the light. I love the contemporary dress in these. It's just done so well. Let's see. Knight. Knight of Swords. And there he is rushing with his armor onto his motorcycle. Can't wait to get the message out there, right? Get the work done. Queen of Swords. Now she looks pretty confident and calm. Powerful. Nice. King of Swords. I hope these are all showing well. I try to get the camera in a good spot. Now we have the Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Again, we're still dealing with these lovely quiet tones. And even when they're quiet, there's a little bit of vibrancy in them somewhere. And we have the Two of Pentacles. And again, very much like the Rider-Waite, juggling between the two choices. And the Three of Pentacles with the craftspeople working on a project. And the Four of Pentacles. Pretty card. Wow. And the Five of Pentacles. Now we don't have the snow, and you can't see that it's necessarily a church, but if you know the Rider-Waite, you know that there is light waiting there for her. There is a lock, and the key is being given. So she would only just look up. She would have an entrance into the light and the warmth that would be in there. You know, sometimes we act like a fish out of water, where we're jumping up and down, and we're only a foot away from the water, but we're frantic. We're so frantic that we can't even see that the water that is going to give us life is a foot away, because we panic. You know, we just panic. So here we have the Six of Pentacles. Pretty card, pretty colors. It's almost rainbow-like with all the colors on there. And the Seven of Pentacles. With the roots. It's almost like the fella standing, looking at the pentacles where his harvest is not fully in, right? That's kind of what it is. I think that's what that means. I still have to learn a lot more about my cards. So I have to use them more. Eight of Pentacles. So there's certainly a lot of abundance there of food and harvesting things. That looks like an aloe plant there, a candle, a feather. Pretty, pretty. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, some of the Rider-Waite symbols are there with the bird. She's holding the bird, and her gardens are behind her. Pretty. And Ten of Pentacles. Happy, abundant card. It's another one of the happy wife, happy life cards. The kids are happy, the dog looks happy, the bills are paid, everything's good. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. Oh, isn't that pretty? There's a beautiful mandala there, and then a mandala here. It looks like my cloth on my table, my mandala. Beautiful. And the Knight of Pentacles. It's interesting. I don't think any of the knights were on the horse. I think every knight was either off his horse or off his motorcycle. Very interesting choices. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful queen. I love how the tree is like growing out of her turban. And again, she looks like she's one with the earth. I love the forest in the background. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. And we have the King of Pentacles. And he's smiling with his wonderful dog at his side. Wow. Love this deck. Oh my goodness gracious. This is a beautiful deck. Well, let me see if I can shuffle it. So I'm going to consecrate this after I turn off this video. Yeah, it's shuffling. Sometimes I wonder with the thick cards where they don't shuffle, but this one seems to be shuffling okay. Let me see how they do a ruffle shuffle. Usually when they're thick like this, it's hard to do that. No, actually I did. I was able to do that. That surprised me. Oh no, it's funny. For as thick as they are, they're flexible. That's nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing these cards. I tell you, I just think they're wonderful. I love the feel of them. That finish, that I just want to rub it on my face. It just feels. You ever feel talcum powder? You know, when you used to put it years ago on babies. That's that kind of feeling. People call it a rose petal, but it's also like talcum powder. The backs are beautiful. The cards are absolutely gorgeous. They are exquisite cards. So I just love this deck. So thank you for stopping by and watching. And we'll be doing more videos soon because I have a lot of decks here that I have to go through that I want to do. And I know every few days I'll try to do one, but I do have to try to get some other work done around the house here for a while. And I've just been busy this week with lots of things, and I'm still recuperating from that accident, that fall I had. But today and yesterday, feeling very much better. I'm feeling like I'm coming out of it. So I've been taking hemp oil and sleeping with crystals under my pillow. and I've got a new massage machine I'm using. So I think everything is fine. So let me just pick a quick card here for everyone. Ask Lord Michael and everybody. I'm looking the other way. Pick a card for myself and everyone else. This is the same card I picked yesterday's video. It was one of the two. So obviously the message wants to be heard again. It says, always stretch to reach the highest point you can, but don't climb any higher than you can breathe in comfort. Don't entrain yourself in pain on your spiritual journey. Yes. So I guess the message has to go out twice. This happened in the last two videos I did. I had the same card come twice. Now I have at least 44 cards in here. And you can see they're all here, and I always mush them up. but for some reason, the same card came out. I think it was an abundance card that kept coming up there for a while. Just allow yourself your abundance. So anyway, I wish you all a wonderful evening, a wonderful day, a wonderful life. I love you all so much. Thank you for stopping by. Namaste, everybody.